Hi ladies, it's Glenn Depke from Depke Wellness again to continue our series on menopause. Now, if you remember from yesterday, we talked about the overall aging process that we should maintain in a high level of vibrancy throughout your life, but that is usually negatively impacted when you reach menopause years due to an imbalances in the stress hormone system, which is referred to as your adrenal glands, which then puts you in this space where your vitality drops significantly and you basically suffer through the rest of your life. You might get a little bit of a leveling off at some point later, but again, you'd rather live up in this high vibrancy than to live down here with challenges and symptoms. And so if we take this out of here and discuss what's driving this, and I've alluded to this a few times already, and it's basically tied into your stress hormone system, which is your adrenal glands. Now, while you were in childbearing years, most of what was going on from a female hormone system was tied into your ovaries. But honestly, even in childbearing years, your ovaries were responsible for approximately 2/3 or about 66% of that hormone production. Now, even at that time in your life, your adrenal glands, which remember is your stress hormone system, so your adrenals were responsible for most of the other 1/3 of the hormone production, so basically about 34% or so. Now, what's interesting with this is when you go from childbearing years into postmenopausal years, there's a shift here. And most women already know and understand this, but your ovaries are not going to do the same job in regard to your female hormones. But it makes sense though, because you don't need the same level of female hormone production, because post-childbearing years you don't need the hormones to actually conceive and to bear a child and to have a child, right? So now the way your body has already been designed is this adrenal gland function is already set up to help you produce your estrogen hormones and also your progesterone and also even testosterone. Help with a little spelling would be improvement there. So just to recognize your adrenal glands, once you go through this transition we know as menopause, your adrenal glands should be producing the estrogen you need, should be producing the progesterone you need, and in all reality, your whole life your adrenals have been actually supplying your testosterone and should continue postmenopausally. But here's the big challenge, and this is what I was talking about yesterday with the death of a woman. It's when you go through menopause and your adrenal glands, which is your stress hormone system, is blown out. And that's what happens because, as I mentioned in a couple of videos before, most women have spent the last 30 years of their life overworked, overstressed, and overwhelmed, leading to adrenal burnout. So then when you finally reach the years of menopause, you don't have the vitality in your adrenals to go through this with the only one true symptom of menopause, which is just simply the lack of your monthly cycle. And it leaves you suffering and challenged with basically hot flashes, mood swings, sleeplessness, brain fog, and the list goes on. So pay attention to this, and tomorrow we're going to go a little bit deeper to help you understand how you can start making some changes to not only reduce but to escape your menopause symptoms and live with that only one true symptom of menopause, which is simply the lack of your monthly cycle. So be sure to click on the button on this page and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you make sure you get this invaluable information to continue with the knowledge and the path to escape these symptoms. I'm Glenn Depke from Depke Wellness. Thank you so much for your time.